Oh, we're playing an FM. Fun. All right, let's go. Okay, let's go back to this line. Bishop b5, trying to double these pawns and then go to our Grand Prix. So let's do it. Let's double those pawns. Let's point out why this is important. This is interesting, but we did not block our f pawn, and I will play this with f4. e5. I kind of like this. I think this is a long-term weakness, and I'm going to try and use this f line, maybe punish them for keeping a king in the middle. But I'm playing f4 real quick before knight f3. I'm going to follow that up with knight f3, and the rook should enjoy that f-file. If they didn't play it with e5, then these pawns would have done a nice job and maybe jumping into f5. But I kind of like this position. I think they confused this with the Rossolimo, which would have been, ooh, that looks a little ugly. Doesn't that look a little ugly to you? I guess if I trade... f5 is an option. Just trying to like get in there. I don't really know. f5, d5. Can I get them? It's very suspicious to me. I'll just go here, see what they want to do. Maybe this was a good idea. No. It's a lot of pawn moves. You need to move some other pieces. All right, I'm just going to castle. What's your big plan? Where are you going with your king? Gonna try and punish you for staying in the middle. It's not something I only do to lower rateds. I do not discriminate. Okay, you wanted that. You wanted that. I probably should have taken e5 last turn to eliminate this option. If I move my knight to try and take it back, I guess bishop d6, we can sacrifice. Oh, that's a good idea. Is that a good idea? Takes, knight takes. So I think what they want to do is put a bishop on e5 to lock everything down. We have one moment, one opportunity to seize everything we ever wanted. Are we going to capture it or just let it slip? It is to open up everything. Boom. To just play e5 with their king in the middle of the board. So they couldn't play queen takes e5 there. Because then rook e1 and I would win the queen. So, ooh, we're cooking. Bishop takes f4. Takes, bishop takes e5. Queen takes e5, rook e1. Do I lose too much for the queen? Maybe. Should I play knight c4 instead? That's also a good option. c4. Yeah, that is tough for black. Okay, I think I'm giving up too much for the queen in this line. Although it's probably quite good. I'm just not certain. This feels very good. Feels good, man. I'm going to grab f4 back in style, and you are in a very tough situation to get out of the center. Bishop h6, trying to defend here. Or trying to at least kind of make a trade. But you give me a new idea. An e4 hitting d6. d5, jump in for a check. King over. It's a little risky. I can play like rook takes f4. Might just be that good to get a bishop there. Takes f4. d5. Rook takes f4, d5 is what I need to reckon with. Okay, let's do this. Knight coming into e4, hitting d6. So d5, and we're going to go in for that big check. We're going in for a big old check. And we're going to just get that king. We're just going to get that king. We are not going to let you hide. Where are you going to try to hide? Where are you going to go? There. I was thinking about this. Let's do... Oh, we have a nice move. No. Let's do this. This is very strong stuff. Let's try to win the queen. D takes. Open this up. Check. This king takes checkmate. Ah, we got it. That was so good. Look at this mate. Look at this mate. The king can't go anywhere here. And the rook and queen cut him off. We sacrificed everything in that game against an FM. Oh my goodness. I love it. What a game. What a checkmate at the end. Queen E2. Oh my goodness, guys. This was a crazy game. This was the most insane game. So, okay, they're messing with me again. They're messing with me. They're leaving their king in the middle. What do we do against kings in the middle? We explode the middle. Boom, 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 boom. E5. Pawn trades in the middle. Open this up. Don't let them close it to keep their king safe. If their king is in the middle, punish them immediately. E5, open it up. So knight takes e5. We're able to get away with that. Why? Because if you take our knight, we win your queen. Why do we win your queen? Because you have not castled yet. You should try it. It's good for your king safety. So d6 hits the knight. Now we actually have to move it. Bishop h6 was a tricky one because bishop takes f4 would have been very strong attacking all this. What do? We bring in more pieces. Bishop h6, your bishop's not here. It's not defending d6. So the knights are attacking it. d5, are we going to get forked? No. We jump in for an awesome check on d6. In your face. King d8. Okay, let's bring him out. Bishop takes f4. Now we have to lose some guy. We have to lose a guy. That's okay. Pawn takes c4. Now we've got everybody cooking. Take c4. Who do we activate? Her Majesty herself. Queen d1 right onto your king. How are you defending that? You've got pins this way. If you put your bishop on d7, I go check. That blocked your queen from defending here, and I'm going to win your queen. Pressure there. So what do? You take that guy. Rook takes f4. How do you defend this? I don't know. Your king has nowhere left to hide. I'm coming in with rook to f8 check. I'm bringing all these guys into the game. My knight is in your face. It's going to win your rook at least. Your dudes are all still on the back rank, and your king is not safe. We made you stay in the center. We didn't give you the time to escape. Bishop to d7 played. We go check. This was such a nice sequence, although it wasn't even the best move. Queen e2 because they... Oh, wait. I made a mistake. They could have taken here. And then... Oh, because I thought this would checkmate them. Boom, boom, boom. Checkmate. Something like that. But they had bishop f5. Okay, wait. So, what should I have done here? What I needed to do was check. King comes back. And then just be like, okay, I'm down a piece, but you can't do anything. I'm down a piece, but you can't do anything. I'm going to play like rook e1, rook f8, and checkmate you. Something like that. Because queen e2, okay, because the point was they can take my rook, and then I come in for this big check, but then they have bishop f5 block, and then take, and now they can give their queen to survive. If they go here, they're going to get checkmated again. They get checkmated in a lot of lines. You know why? Because you don't have any pieces in the game that can like give your king an option to retreat or like block or something like that. Bringing in pieces is helpful for those reasons. Queen f7. Okay, and then it's just like saying this is a draw once they give back their queen, and I just give a bunch of checks. Okay, but that's just like some computer stuff. From a practical point of view, even against a very strong player, it's hard, defend. It sucks. Played here king g7. We go check. And then here, I was just looking at that and it's going to be like, oh, I win the queen. But it does more. So, but yeah, I didn't see bishop f5. So they could have taken the rook and drawn the game potentially. Instead, they took the knight and checkmate in one. Isn't that a gorgeous checkmate? Let's go, baby. Fun game. Guys, the Grand Prix is just murdering them today. They're trying various things. They're trying everything but actually castling. Yeah, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Open it up. Yeah, the other line I was considering here was takes f4, right? I was talking about this during the game. Here in bishop takes e5, right? So this was going to be an interesting queen sacrifice for them because now if they just kind of move their queen or something, then I'm going to take the rook and here I'm up a ton of material. So they had to go for this. and a rook e1. And queen e7, just kind of play a little close to the chest a little bit when you lose your queen for the rook. So by a raw count, they have 2 bishops and a rook for the queen and a pawn, which should be a big haul. However, yeah, I mean, you might just get completely murdered. Like here, just hits your rook, and then the knight waltzes in, and then bad things happen to you. So, yeah, things are tough when your king's in the middle and everything just opens into your face, right? But I kind of like what I did here, of knight comes in there, and I'm okay with just recapturing on c4. Just like recapturing on c4, because this knight was just so incredibly strong with the queen opening up here and options for killing on the E and F lines, right? Like imagine I did this right and I didn't just go for this. Like just a move like queen d2, like the knight, it just kills you. What do you do? What do you do? I'm going to play rook e1. I'm going to try and come rook f8. Worst comes to worst, because my queen also defends the rook now from this. Worst comes to worst, I just grab the rook. And yeah, this position is so killing. For those of you who can't see, it is +6.5. Okay. GG. Grand Prix, baby. Grand Prix. Knight c3, f4, bishop c4. Get him. Get him. Thank you, guys.
William Grave, the Gambit man, takes his seat at the board. e4. e5. Knight f3. Bishop c5. The Bushcast Gambit on the board. On with the Gambit classes. Hero pod unlocked!